What's going on, y'all? Okay, I tried to position myself so that you could see my plant right here. This is Venus, and I moved her so she could be in the frame. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants. Shiloh and Harmony, they got to be together because I done sunburnt Shiloh on accident. So I had to put her with Harmony because Harmony is just full. She's strong, and I wanted to put them together so they could be together. Spike, he needs his own space. And Danica, she needs the most sun, so we're going to keep her there. We put Venus right here so you can see. What's going on, y'all? Okay, so I titled this one, Be For Yourself Who You're Willing to Be For Others. Ooh, and I don't know if you could tell, but I've been crying, y'all. You know I'm a crybaby. I be crying my booty off. Definitely feeling a kind of way, and I thought I would come and share because, you know, it's not always rainbows and sunshine, and I don't want to feel like I'm being inauthentic. I don't feel that way, but I'm just saying that there's ups and there's downs, and today happens to be kind of a down day for me. But I didn't want to not share some certain things because I'm still getting intuitive downloads and I'm still hearing and seeing things and having conversations. So I wanted to share. But I titled this Be For Yourself Who You're Willing to Be For Others because I mean that. Sometimes as women, because my audience is majority women, we are able to show up for our jobs. We are able to put on face and answer that phone and do whatever we got to do at work. Because some of us who have kids, I know a lot of you, I don't have kids, but I know a lot of my friends and, you know, people try to hold it together so that their kids don't see them in a certain state of mind or, you know, so their kids don't whatever, or if you have a function to go to. Sometimes you're like, yeah, I'm gonna just put on this smile and go for this function and do what I gotta do. And, you know, I'll take care of myself when I get home. But for me today, and the fact that I was just struggling so much, I'm not the chick who want to come on here and start crying. I think it's so weird when people film themselves crying on camera because it's just, anyways, but I'm just going to share with you. Hey, girl. Thank you for tuning in. I was making my tears, and I'm probably going to cry after this too. But I'm having a hard time with some things. And I think that that's okay. But I wanted to share this message because in order to get different results, you have to do different things. And I'm very cautious not to push myself or force things when they don't fit. But I also don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm not showing up for myself. Because one of my biggest issues these days is aligning with people, whether it be business partners, romantic partners, or anything of that nature, who prioritize me in a particular way, or who also see my value in a particular way and just move accordingly. And, you know, they always say, what is it? What is the, you know, basically you have to be for yourself what you expect for everyone else. And to be honest, I could really just go in bed and like cry for the rest of the day. Cry and just kind of like be where I'm at and let it push through. But it's so funny. This is why sisterhood is such a powerful thing, because I've been having, of course, amazing and powerful conversations with the women in my circle. And there's one woman in particular, when we talk back and forth, it's sometimes like what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, she's verbalizing. So it's like we match each other in tandem in this weird way, but we're always on the same wave. But long story short, you know, I am enjoying this YouTube journey. I'm enjoying the momentum of coming to you guys, being intuitive, talking to you guys, being available, getting your feedback, seeing my numbers grow, and just taking it one step at a time. So instead of being sad, which I am still a little sad. I'm sad. but I love myself too much to just not continue to move forward. So this is me showing up for me. A friend of mine reminded me like our default a lot of the times is negative and comfortable. And this is uncomfortable. Like y'all know I'm open and I'm vulnerable if you know me personally, but this is like a lot. This is like, I don't need to get on the web and start crying, but I'm just feeling a certain way. And I feel like it's important that I share this because it's part of the work. This is what I'm teaching. Again, when it comes to loving life deep, this is what it's about. Like, it's not about having it all together, knowing everything, getting a man like this is what you're going to do. It's not about all that stuff. It's about who are we going to be and how are we going to grow and continue to grow and evolve and change our patterns. And one of the S's in sassy is supplanted, to replace and supersede. So how about I replace my need to just cry for a while with showing up for myself and loving myself enough to show up for me. I will show up for me. I will be there for me. I deserve that. So I'm going to give it to me. And I believe that the way I treat myself, eventually I will attract a partner that can mirror that in a particular way. But I'm cool with being there for me. You know what I'm saying? So this is kind of me overcoming the mood in a particular way. This is me. I'm still okay. I feel sad. I'll probably cry again today. It's just one of those days, and that's okay. I'm going to accept that of myself. But I'm also going to love myself enough to show up for me. I don't want to be skipping a bunch of days and not showing up because I'm crying or out of capacity or my mind is scrambled. There's a lot of things. So I'm finding the balance as we go, but I'm proud of myself for us for doing what we're doing together with this. And I just felt like it was important to remind y'all, like, we're so willing to show up for other people, to hold back our tears so we don't, change the energy in the room, or like I said, so our kids don't feel some kind of way, or at the office, nobody wants to hear, like, you know what I'm saying? We do all of this for other people. I'm willing to hold space for somebody else having a hard time, because we both don't need to be in the room having a hard time, right? But now I'm going to be this for myself. I'm going to show up for me and override my default habit, which is to kind of fall off. Y'all, I will fall off. I will go on hiatus for weeks. I'm not going to do that. Tawny says, you have taught me how to be vulnerable and cry. I supplanted my pride and fully opened up for the first time in a long time. I needed it. I love that. I'm so glad. Crying is like everything. And vulnerability is powerful too. I'm willing to try it in more spaces. I don't always feel safe being vulnerable, but I'm moving out of that. If we're going to grow, we got to move out of that old mindset. And what I'm seeing clearly, because I'm willing to do that, which is the only thing I ever teach and come to you guys, it's about the willingness to change, to evolve, to supplant, to put spiritual wellness first, to honor self-love, self-mastery, accountability, alignment. Me being willing to do that, I'm seeing that when we move from our mind, we think we're protecting ourselves from things, from people, from feeling a certain way, from certain incidences. But when you move from your heart, there's just more connection there. You don't need to protect yourself. You don't need to guard yourself when you're moving from your heart. Somewhere up in our programming, we got it twisted, like being vulnerable is the bad thing, or that somebody will take advantage of it. But this is my heart. This is my truth. This is my realness. So how can someone take advantage of it when it's coming from the most powerful place that any of us have? It's real. You can't, it's neutral. You can't take nothing from it. You can't, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be manipulated here. It just is. This is a place of neutrality, which means you're safe. So being able to continuously drop out of the mind and stay in my heart, it makes vulnerability a little bit easier, because it's like, yo, this is what it is. This isn't about what you think of me or what you'll try to say to me because you know my soft spots, or none of that. Because if I'm always moving from here, then that in and of itself is safe and neutral and protected and valuable and strong and powerful. There's nothing to be attacked here. So, yeah, I'm so glad you opened up, and I know you needed it. I'm so glad you said the word supplanted my pride. You guys, when it comes to the sassy technique on loving life deep, it's the fourth S in sassy, supplanted. Okay, to replace and supersede. That's what Jamie means. When you look up name meanings, Jamie means supplanted. So when I come to you guys as someone who is about to implore my group coaching program, I'm coming to you as someone who has done the work, who does the work, whose name means do the work. There's nothing to put on here. Like, this is my life. And this is why I think it's so important for me to share and to continuously share, because I know what I don't need to know everything, but what I do know will set you free. And that's something I stand for and believe in: freedom. When I speak and when I go through things and when I share and when I give, my hope is that you understand how powerful that you are, how free you can be. If you ask anybody that's been connected to me, freedom is something I don't play with. You're allowed freedom of thought, freedom of choice, freedom of creativity, freedom to be whoever you want to be. Like, I'm so big on that, because it's beautiful. And I know that your power, your fingerprint, your imprint on this world comes from you feeling safe enough to be your authentic self. And sometimes I refrain using the authentic self talk, because it's like, be authentic. All these words getting watered down. But what I'm saying is, you're allowed to show up in the fullness of who you are. And I will always teach, share, and infuse everything I do with that, because without that, this world is bland. This world gets real boxy and strange. We don't all belong in boxes. Like, you see all this stuff going on. It's very easy to, you have one thought or one idea, and all of a sudden you're this type of a person. That thing, we got to stop doing that. We're all so unique and beautiful, but also have to realize that the conditioning of our environment has kind of taught us to play small. You need to go to school. You need to do this job. You need to save money this way. You need to be this. This is how it goes. This is how it works. And meanwhile, you can do those things, but a part of you knows, like, but I feel my power, my creativity, my freedom. I just want to break out of this. Like, that's how we're supposed to be living. Big. Live big. And so I will always, because that's who I am. It's not what I'm trying to teach for kudos or because it's cool right now. Like, this is my beingness, and I stand on it. I work hard for it. I do the hard work, and I feel like it's time to consolidate that and deliver it to you. So I felt like this was a good day to share this message, because I'm growing with you. I'm overcoming my stuff in the effort to show me I love me enough to show up for me. I'm okay with being in my feelings, but damn it, I'm not going to lose my momentum. Because if I was in a romantic relationship or doing this for my kids, I would never lose my momentum for my kids. I would work hard not to lose my momentum for my romantic partner, because we, especially as women, we're so cognizant of how other people feel, what other people need. Are we stepping on other people's toes? Am I stepping on my toes? Am I being there for me? Am I loving me enough to show up for me? Yeah. I want to make sure that we're doing that, because that is what I expect from others. We all got all kinds of things going on, but can you show up for the people that are important to you? It's a necessity. It's an expectation. So because of that very reason, I am going to show up that way for me. You know what I mean? Thanks for listening, guys. That was really the message. Be for yourself who you're willing to be for others. We are so willing to show up for all these other things. Show up for yourself. This is me showing up for myself. I was crying, going through it, but that's okay, because the thing is, I'm going through. So I want to make sure to share the good, bad, and the ugly. Again, I'm kind of not the person. If y'all were watching the other talk we did, I was crying on here, like. But you know how it gets kind of weird? I don't want to just film myself crying, like, oh my God, look at me, I'm having a hard time. No, but this is about, okay, have the hard time and honor that, but don't give up on yourself. That's my message to me, because like I said, I'll get in the bed and cry for the rest of the night and just be like, I can't. And then y'all might not see me for a week, because I just be like, I can't. But I'm changing, I'm growing, I'm evolving, and I'm not gonna do that to me, because I'm doing a good job here and I'm proud of myself. So I'm gonna show up for me, because I would do that for someone else. You're not gonna stop feeding your kids because you're having a bad day, right? They getting lunch. I'm gonna give myself lunch. All right, y'all, that was it. That was the message. Thank you for the feedback, the love, the comments. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to, if you found this message to be insightful, follow this page, subscribe to my page, send it to a friend, give me the thumbs up on the like. I'm so happy with how this is going. And even coming here talking to, even if it's just one person, even if it's 0 persons, to show up, to be consistent, to be honest, to be real, and to give what I know is just so important to me in this season. So I got to follow my heart, which I talked about earlier in this. Following my heart. This is not about likes and who's looking at you and celebrities, and like, I'm, thank God we have the freedom to just kind of show up, because I already did the Hollywood thing. That's so proud of you. Thank you. I'm proud of myself. And believe it or not, being willing to show up for myself, even though I didn't feel like it, to override being comfortable and being negative or sad, and to be like, no, I have momentum. People need to know this. They need to hear this. They need to be like, I'm proud of myself too. So again, I'll never come to y'all like I know it all, but I know what I know. But I also want to share, like, this is the work. This is how you get to the next level. This is how you elevate your life. I'm watching my life go like this, and I know it's because of conscious decisions like this, where I have to get over myself. For myself, though. Not like get over yourself. No, get over yourself so you can show up for yourself. I am my priority. The same priority I expect to be in romantic relationship or business partnership on some level, I'm going to do that for me, because if I don't, what am I really saying here? I'm asking other people for stuff that I can't even give myself. I'm not going to do that, Anyways, follow Loving Life Deep on Instagram. I'm having fun with y'all. Any questions or comments before I go? Sometimes y'all get y'all comments in right before I'm like, click. How is everybody today? Y'all could see my little, y'all know I be crying. Crying is such a release. It's okay. No, it's good. You got to do what you got to do. Move that energy through. It was nice today, so I work out in the gym here, and there's a guy, he's in there all the time, and we kind of keep each other encouraged. And usually I'm in the gym lit. Like, I'm the person in the gym. I don't care. It's me, my headphones, and my plan for the day, and I just be in there getting it. I've usually got some Beyonce or some Jadakiss, something playing that's got me hyped. And today was a struggle, because I just have so much on my mind, and so much, like, emotionally, it affects you physically. So physically, I'm struggling to get these things done. And the guy, he comes over to me. He's like, are you okay today? Do you need to talk? He's like, my Pisces senses are tingling. I could tell something's off. And I'm just like, yeah. And we had such an amazing conversation. And just the opportunity and the ability to connect, that's what I live for. These moments are the precious and valuable moments that make life rich. The fact that somebody I don't even really know like that has enough to literally, like, really ask me how I'm doing, and me respond in the fullness of truth, to receive and exchange a conversation that was very high level, very open. Who would have known? Who would have guessed? But to be seen that way and to be cared for in a way where somebody's just, that's what I'm saying. You never know when you're asking somebody how they're doing, how you really might be, just helping their whole life. Hey, Alfred. Oh, I miss you in person. It's been forever. Yes, tears of joy. At the end of the day, that's what they really are. Y'all, I was crying. And at the same time, I was thinking about, because if our minds are wired to be negative, I listened to a TED talk, and don't get me on the numbers, but I think it was something like you have 80,000 thoughts a day and 50,000 of them are negative, something like that. The numbers were crazy. So this positivity thing requires a little bit of work. So don't feel bad when you have to work for it. But I was feeling sad about something. And then I started thinking, okay, this makes you sad. This don't feel good. You don't like this. What would you like instead? Let's just imagine that. And I swear, I was like trying to laugh at the same time. I was just like, oh my God. I'm like bawling and laughing at the same time, because I know if I expand my heart, I believe things can change and move more in a direction that are more desirable to me. So it's like, who are you going to be in these moments? How are you going to choose to show up for yourself? And this is what yields the change of direction on the outside of yourself. This is why everything with Loving Life Deep for you guys, this is about you. And this is something that I am well equipped to guide you through, because it's part of my beingness. We see a lot of coaches and there's a lot of stuff going on, and you want to vet your coaches. I have a group coaching program. You want to vet them properly, and knowing that they actually employ the things that they're discussing, that they know what they're talking about, that they can actually move you through things. And that's one thing I'm confident about. So it's not easy, but the benefits are worth it. And then, this is kind of the conversation I was having with the guy in the gym. It's just like, how far are people willing to go to really live the life that they want? Sometimes we're used to doing things so quickly. We want quick results and we want quick. But when you release the idea of time and sink into your heart and your intention and move from that, over time, your world just starts to look different. It looks better. It looks prettier. It actually becomes easier because you're in a different type of a flow. You can actually help yourself and those around you, So anyways, that was pretty much my message. I feel better just being here with you guys. And I feel better that I overcame my stuff for the moment. And I was like, I'm getting on. I texted my friend. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just get on. And I put my little eyeliner on. I was just like, I'm going to hop on. Because it's either going to be that or I'm going to just get in the bed. That's not productive. That's not loving me. I've worked too hard to be falling off now, So this momentum means a lot to me. And so this is my proof. Overriding my tears and my mood and my emotions to show up anyway. And I did this for me, for you. So this is for us. You feel all this reciprocal energy? I know y'all can relate. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. That really was it. That was everything. Yeah. I appreciate your comments and for joining and for being here. And it's so funny because my last live that I did, I was like, I'll see y'all next week. And I was like, just kidding. I'll be here tomorrow. That was last week. So there's something that I just must have known about the timing. Okay, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this message if you enjoyed it. Be willing to be for yourself who you are for everybody else. You show up for your jobs, your kids, your friends, your functions, but just make sure when you feel like it'd be easier to give up on yourself because you can just go not do anything, show up for yourself too. Override the negativity with whatever it is that you need to get forward, just like I did today and will continue to do, because I love me some me. Okay, y'all. See you soon. Bye.